Have you ever wondered what makes a business loan application so successful that you actually get the loan amount that you need? The thing is, sometimes you apply for a business loan and they just deny your ass, and you apply and apply and apply, and you do everything right. Like you check your business credit score, your personal credit score, everything is fine, but the lender is not really willing to grant you the loan, the business loan. What really gives? So in today's conversation, I want to talk about that. Okay, let me give you the steps I really want you to follow. If you are thinking, if you want to get a business loan approved every single time you apply, not even once or twice, but 100% when you apply for a business loan, if you want to get approved, I want you to listen on. The first thing you need to do here is to actually determine how you will use the money. And in technical terms, that's called use of loan proceeds. It's kind of funny that a lot of small business owners, they have no idea how to articulate the use of loan proceeds when a business loan officer asks them, hey, listen, what are you going to use the money for? Oh, well, that's none of your business. That'll be the wrong answer anyway, because the business lenders, they do have a regulatory, a KYC, an AML, KYC, know your customer, AML, anti-money laundering commitment to help the government fight crime, financial crime. So they need to know what you're going to use the money for. So you can say, I'm going to use the money for upgrading facilities. I want to buy new equipment. I want to buy land. I want to purchase office space or buildings. I want to refinance high interest debt. I want to hire employees. I want to cover payroll. I want to purchase inventory or supplies or whatnot. I mean, you can see a lot of things that are legitimate business expenses. I want to expand working capital. I want to start a new business. I want to fund a startup project. I want to acquire another business. I want to buy a franchise. So you need to understand why you are asking for a loan. Okay. By the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. So today's conversation, we're just talking about how can you unlock the business loan that you really need. It doesn't matter if you are looking for 10 grand or $100,000 or $1,000,000. The formula for success that I'm giving you applies to all kinds of business loans, no matter the amount. So first step, you need to determine how you will use the money. The second thing you need to pay attention to is to decide how much money you need in the first place. I mean, I just told you, like, as a lender, business lender, I'll give you 10 grand. Do you want more? 25 grand, maybe 50 grand, or maybe 100 grand, maybe half a mil? Do you want $1,000,000? Okay. Everybody loves a mil anyway. But hey, listen, my question to you is, are you going to pay me back? Can you pay me back? But I'll speak about that in the next section. But when we talk about deciding how much money you need to actually prove to the lender why you arrived at this specific number. Like if you want to borrow, let's say half a mil, be able to explain why you need half a mil in the first place. What are the expenses that lead you to actually get to that number, the $500,000? Okay, you can't just pull it out of thin air. We're not trying to do magic here. No, this ain't no play game, no game here. So everything must be very clear. So normally you should be able to use accounting software to determine how much money you need. Okay, and you don't need to have anything complicated. You can just use a quick Excel spreadsheet to really aggregate all the expenses you need and why you need them in the first place. Okay, and by the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about, I'm just sharing with you secrets to unlocking the business loan that you really need. So make sure you get approved all the time, not just one time, but all the time, boss, all the time. So the thing is, when we talk about deciding how much money you need to be very clear about the specific business nature of the expenses. Like for example, you can't just put on a business loan application, hey, listen, I need this money because I'm going to take some clients on vacation in Punta Cana. No, this will not really work, because really the thing here is that going on vacation with business clients is not really it doesn't have a direct correlation to the business. Okay, I mean, you might say, well, it does, but if somebody were to look at it like from afar, you can tell that it's not really a strong business proposition here. So be very careful about what you decide to use the money for, because the lender is going to look at that before actually approving or rejecting you. The third thing I want you to pay attention to is to be very clear about how much you can afford to borrow. It's all about affordability. It's all about cash flow management. It's all about cash flow processes. If you remember earlier, I was just talking to you about, hey, listen, do you want $100,000? Do you want a half a mil? Do you have a quarter of a mil? Do you want a mil? Do you want 10 mil? Everything you tell me, I'm willing to give you the cash. As a business lender, I'm willing to actually transact with you. You know why? Because that's how I make money. I make money by charging you interest, as long as I'm sure the risk of default is nil or close to zero. Because I want to give you the cash, but I want you to be in a position where you can pay me back. That's what I care about. I don't want you to really start playing games with me when I need my money and I give you a call. You're trying to ghost my ass or whatever. No, if you start ghosting me, I'm texting you. I'm calling now. I'm gonna have to leave my job of my regular job of a business lender and trying to hire a collection agency to chase your sorry ass, by trying to call you everywhere, like maybe at midnight. No. It's just such a waste of time. So this is why affordability is really important. You only want to borrow a certain amount, the amount that you are comfortable repaying. And there is an interesting metric that accountants and financial experts use to determine your ability to repay whatever business loan you are taking on. It's called the debt service coverage ratio. So it's basically like the formula is your annual net operating income divided by your annual debt payments. So the DSCR of your business should be higher than 1. This shows business lenders that you'll be able to make your loan payments even with other debts. Okay, so this is really important. So let me give you an example. If the annual net income of your business is $150,000, then your annual debt payments are $100,000. The DSCR will be 1.5, showing any business lender that your business can afford to pay the principal and interest on a loan because income exceeds debt payment. Okay, so this is really important to keep this in mind. The next thing I want you to do, boss, is to really check your credit score. Oh yeah, this is so important. You might be like, yeah, why do I need my credit score? And by the way, when I say credit score, I should be saying credit scores, because if you're trying to get a business loan, you need to understand that lenders are looking at a duality. They're looking at two things at the same time, simultaneously looking at your personal credit score, but also your business credit score. So right now you're talking to me. Do you even know your payday score? Where are you at? Where are you at? Talk to me about that. Are you at 65? Are you like somewhere around 50, 65, 90? Where are you at? Talk to me. And what about your personal FICO score? When was the last time you checked it? Okay, and where are you? 700, 800? Are you just just chilling right now around 830, 845? Where are you? Where you at? Are you just struggling in the basement around 300? Where are you at? Talk to me. And you got to really do those things before you actually even contact a business lender, because see, this is what we call housekeeping. Good housekeeping. You want to clean your closet. You want to remove some potential skeletons from your closet. So you are basically buttressing. You are beefing up the skeletal foundation of your business loan application. And it's really important to check those business credit scores and personal credit scores beforehand, because if there is a problem, if there are some derogatory items, you have the opportunity to clean them. You have the opportunity to actually file dispute letters with the appropriate data furnishers, with the appropriate credit bureaus to clean them before you even apply for a business loan. So this is why constant monitoring of your business credit scores and reports and personal credit scores and reports is of quintessential importance. Okay, and so on the business side, checking your business credit score, you might have to pay for it. But on the personal side, checking your personal credit reports and score. You have the opportunity to do it for free once a year, and you have to go through annualcreditreport.com. So this also works well. If you get denied for credit, you can still apply. You can still see what your credit score has for free. The next thing I want you to do here is that you need to decide what type of loan you need and can qualify for. This is really important because you probably are thinking, hey, listen, I'm looking for a business loan. And you have the amount. Okay, you have the amount. It's all good. You have thought about what you're going to use the money for. It's all good. Good going so far. But when we talk about business loans, you have a loan typology you need to pay attention to. There are different types of loans, okay? You can't just I want a loan. But what kind of loan do you need? It's like you just walking into a pizzeria, and I'm just pronouncing like Italians. That's crazy. Let's say you walk into a pizzeria, right? And you're asking, and the store owner or the restaurant owner is asking you, what kind of pizza do you need? Well, I just need pizza. Well, you might get something that you really don't like, or you might get something that you wish you didn't ask for. That's why you got to be clear about what you want. You got to look into the menu and choose the right pizza for you. Okay. Now, when we talk about business loans, I just want to leave this this culinary metaphor analogy and really come back to a business credit here. When we talk about business loans, you need to understand that you have business term loans. You have business short-term loans. You have business lines of credits. You have startup loans. You have equipment loans. You have invoice financing. You have invoice factoring. You have merchant cash advance. You have cash loans. You have working capital loans, and so on and so forth. The thing is, you do have a typology that is diverse. You can actually put your business loan applications in different proverbial baskets. If you were to use the analogy of not putting all your eggs in the proverbial baskets, also here you can choose to say, you know what, I don't want to apply only for a business term loan. I want to apply also for a business line of credit, or I want to apply for a business equipment loans. Okay, if I can get a business equipment loan and a business term loan, then I can diversify my sources of business funding. So this is the kind of calculus I want you to have. Next, I want you to research possible business lenders. The thing is that a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of small businesses, a lot of mid-sized businesses, they actually get denied because they were applying for a business loan with the wrong lender. Let me explain. Let's say you have good credit, you have good business credit, you have good personal credit. But the thing is, and you want to have a loan, right? But your finances are not really in tip-top shape. Okay, for example, your revenue is not where it should be, or it is not where it should be vis-a-vis the economy, or vis-a-vis other your rivals in the industry. Like your rivals are making way more than you are making, and you apply for a loan, for a business loan at a bank that has very strict requirements, eligibility requirements. You're going to be denied because of their eligibility requirements. Okay, but if you were to apply at a credit union, for example, with less stringent eligibility requirements, or maybe because the loan officer at that credit union knows you personally, or has heard about you as a proud member of the community, as a noteworthy member of the community, that loan officer will be more likely to actually to approve your application. So it's really important to choose the right business lender when you're applying for a business loan. And when we talk about business loans in general, or business loan providers, you have 4 categories that you need to pay attention to. So it's always important. I want you to take notes about this specific quartet. So the quartet has banks and credit unions. Okay, banks being number 1, credit unions being number 2. So those are the traditional lenders. Traditional lenders, okay, they have a larger balance sheet. They are heftier. They are heavier in terms of the cash they bring on. They can actually close multi-million-dollar deals, million business loan deals. Okay. Then you also have the third category. You have online lenders, online business lenders, and the fourth category you have alternative lenders. And in addition to that, I should just say that before I talk about you preparing loan application and documents, you also have non-profit lenders. You have micro lenders. Okay, you have you even have the SBA. Now, the next thing you need to do is to prepare the loan application documents, and here you have to actually include all forms of paperwork from balance sheets to profit and loss statements, from personal and business credit reports to personal and business income tax returns, right? From bank statements to business licenses, from franchise agreements to quotes from contractors and vendors. So the thing is, you need to, here is an opportunity for you to paint a wonderful picture of your business. I'm not saying you have to lie. I'm just saying you need to paint a great picture of your business so that you can get the loan that you need and deserve, right? It's all about knowing how to market yourself, and you need to apply for it. So once you have gathered the proper paperwork, go ahead and apply for your business loans. And sometimes it's just a lot better to compare offers first. So you want to systematically apply for a loan that does a soft pull, right? So they're not sort of decimating your personal credit score right away. So they're giving you the opportunity to have a soft pull, so you can see how much you can pre-qualify for, and what the conditions are in terms of repayment windows and APR. And if you like what the bank is offering you, then the bank or the credit union or the online lender or the alternative lender, if you like what they're offering you, then you have the opportunity to actually negotiate further, or to say, you know what, I like this, and I'm just going to go ahead and agree for a hard pull, and then like sort of kick off the whole process. Okay, so the thing you have to understand here is that you can actually apply for business loan. You can even get a business loan without collateral. Yes, you don't have to collateralize. You don't have to always collateralize your business loans. Okay, so and the thing you have to understand here is that some business loans by default are collateralized. They are asset-based. They are asset-backed. For example, with equipment financing, the equipment being purchased is the collateral. For invoice factoring, the unpaid invoices serve as collateral. Okay, so it's what you need to really think about here. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about a few secrets to unlocking the business loan you need. What are the latest hacks? What are the latest tricks you need to apply right now to get the loans that you need? Okay, so number 1, determine how you will use the money, the use of loan proceeds. Number 2, decide how much money you need and how much you can afford to borrow. Next, you want to check your credit score. You want to decide what type of loan you need and why. Okay, you want to research possible business lenders. You want to prepare a loan application documents, and at the end, apply for the business loan after comparing offers. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.